For Damon Athletics, I'm Mary Margaret Johnson here with Nick MacDonald of the men's basketball team. Nick is our January Male Athlete of the Month. First of all, big congratulations, Nick. Just kind of tell me, what it was like for you guys this month, going 5-2, in the month of January, getting into a really good spot. And now you guys are just kind of full steam ahead on all conference games at this point. What's the vibe like on this team?
Yeah, well, first off, thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for having me. But January was an interesting month for us because it started off with a couple really, high energy type of non-conference wins, and then we kind of translated from that going to conference play only. And we had a couple close conference losses in the middle of January. We had some injuries, a couple guys get banged up. So it was really, I'd say it's a up and down month overall, but I like where we're at standing right now, coming off a nice 2-0 weekend at home and, transitioning in the month of February, which is where we're all in conference play and the games start to mean a little bit more, and just really focusing on playing our best basketball in the month of February so that we can translate it into the month of March, which is when the postseason starts.
Nice. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but you guys were able to get that massive win over nationally ranked Post, right when you came back from Christmas break. So just kind of tell me how big was that one for you guys, playing some really close games in the month of December, getting some big victories, and then kind of, like you said, kind of pushing you guys into conference.
Well, it was good because I feel like anytime you play a team that's really high ranked, really high regarded, like Post, for example, it prepares you for the month of March when you're going to see tough competition in postseason play. And you mentioned it, we've had a lot of close games, and I think those experiences of playing in tight contests and learning how to execute at the end of games is really going to make us better as we get into late in February, where the games start to mean a little bit more in the standings, and we get into March, which is obviously postseason ball, where it's win or go home.
You personally averaging over 11 points per game, and then this past Sunday you were able to get your 1,000th career point in the victory over Queens. Kind of just walk me through that. What did it feel like? Did you know that you were, only 11 points away when you came into that game? Is that ever anything that's in your mind when you're playing?
Yeah, I did know going into the weekend. I knew I was 16 points away, and I really wanted to get it at home. And, I was kind of thinking about it all week, kind of, I don't want to say it was wearing on me, but it was definitely in the back of my mind. And I believe I had 5 points on Friday night against Malloy, so I knew I needed 11 Sunday. And then kind of, I got into a little bit of early foul trouble. I didn't score in the first half. So, I didn't really let doubt creep into my mind a little bit there. I just kind of focused on just continuing to play, continuing to, do what I can to help our team win. We had a big win Friday against Malloy, and we followed it up with an even better win Sunday against Queens. It just kind of so happened I got into a little bit of rhythm, got into a little bit of a groove. Teammates found me. I was able to knock down some open shots, and it was definitely a surreal moment when I got it. I'm not gonna lie to you, getting 1,000 career points was definitely a goal of mine for sure. I set that out for myself when I was in high school, prep school. Getting ready to play college basketball. I wanted to achieve that milestone. My older brother achieved that milestone too, so I really wanted to achieve that. And but the main thing I'm really focused on is just trying to win and trying to win games. I'm glad I got that record, and I'm glad I got it out of the way, because now I really want to lock in and worry about finishing my senior season off with, a chance to win the championship. That's for sure.
I know I tweeted about it, but it was a big weekend this last weekend for you and your dad. Coach MacDonald got his 450th win against Malloy on Friday night, and then you obviously got the big 1,000. So, what was that like for you to celebrate him on Friday, and then for you guys to both turn around and celebrate you on Sunday?
It was definitely very cool. Pretty much this whole 3-year journey of playing for him, it's been really rewarding, and it's been really fun to be a part of. And the fact that we were able to share, each of our own milestones like that on the same weekend, I think is pretty cool. And, it's just kind of a testament to both of how hard we work. He's worked so hard over the course of his coaching career to be where he's at now, and I feel like I've worked really hard to put myself in a position where I am now, playing and being one of the key contributors for our team. So I'm happy we got to experience it together, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, first of all, another big congratulations for you. Damon men's basketball, like we said, are in a huge spot right now coming into the month of February. Going to be a lot of really big games coming up in this month, so just can't wait to see what you guys have to show for it on the court. Awesome. Congratulations, Nick MacDonald, our January Male Athlete of the Month. For Damon Athletics, I'm Mary Margaret Johnson.